question we're answering today is my baby is 16 months old and not interested in walking. She stands with support but on tippy toes. So, the first question I would want to ask this parent who sent in that question, and thanks for the question, I appreciate it, is does your baby stand on tippy toe all the time when she's trying to stand? Is she up on her tippy toes like this all the time? Or does she stand on tippy toes when she's trying to reach for something, when she is cruising sideways, when she's moving around? The answers to those questions will help me to be able to give you a more precise answer. But this baby is 16 months old. So let's start with the walking delay. Now, the average age for a baby to actually take their first steps is anywhere from 9 to 15 months. And in some cases, I've seen babies go as long as 18 to 20 months before they actually start taking their steps. So that's not necessarily something to be overly concerned about and be worried that your baby might be delayed and outside of that normal window. Now, having said that, this parent seems to be concerned about this toe walking or toe standing rather. When they put baby up on their tippy toe, up in standing, baby kind of goes up on tippy toes where the feet come down and the toes come down. Now, there are a couple of different things that might be going on here. When a baby is first learning to walk, their feet do a whole bunch of different things. You might see babies stand and their feet go inwards like that. You may see baby go up on tippy toes. You may also see baby's feet kind of roll out towards the outside. Or you might see baby have a very flat feet where the inside of baby's foot is down flat on the ground like that. All of these things means that your baby has this really thick fat pad on the inner part of their foot under their feet. And that fat pad means that at this age, your baby's arch has not been fully developed as yet. And so I don't want you to be overly concerned if your baby goes up on tippy toes occasionally. If your baby is spending all their time on tippy toes, there may be some tightness in your baby's hamstrings or your baby's heel cords. When I say the heel cords, what exactly am I talking about? If you look at the back of your baby's feet right here, there's a cord that goes from your baby's heel to attach to your baby's calf muscle on the back of your baby's leg. Now, that's what's called the heel cord. Sometimes you might see a baby with some heel cord tightness. And so what I want to do is share with you a couple of stretches and activities that you could do to help your baby to overcome this habit of going up on tippy toes. The first one is actually quite simple, where you would just stand behind baby, hold baby's ankles, and just see if you can bring the ankle down so that baby's heels are down flat on the ground. You can also try doing it at baby's hips, where you lean baby backwards slightly, see if the heel comes down, and then bring baby back to neutral. So those are the first two ways you can try to bring your baby back down with their heels flat on the ground. You can also position baby to sit on your leg, bend baby's knees so that baby's feet are under her knees, and see if you can use this position. Give baby some downward pressure on the knees down through the ankle joint to work on just kind of helping baby to feel the ground a little bit more. What you want to do is make sure that baby is barefoot when you're doing this activity. You don't need shoes at this point. I want baby to start using her toes to actually grip the ground and be able to get a sense of what the ground feels like under her feet. So give baby some downward pressure through her heels on the ground. Another activity that you can do is what's called the bicycle, where you put baby to lie flat on her back. You sit on the ground with your feet open, baby in between your legs, laying flat on the ground, and just play around with baby's knees. But you're going to be doing it in a specific way, where you can take your hand, put it under baby's foot, and gently move that ankle joint It helps if you bend the knee joint a little bit first, bend the knee joint, and then you can take your other hand and move the ankle joint up and down. You will see some movement. Now, most babies, this move should be very streamlined, very relaxed, and your baby should have full range of motion. If your baby has some tightness in their heel cord, you will feel some resistance when you try to do this move. And at that point, I would recommend that you have a consultation with your pediatrician. Bring it up to your pediatrician, let your pediatrician know, show it to your pediatrician that your baby goes up on tippy toes and yet you're concerned about it. So having said that, I'm going to show you a couple of other stretches that you can do with your baby. If you put your baby to lie flat on your back, you can take one leg at a time. Start off by bending your baby's knee all the way up towards baby's tummy, and then take your other hand and bring that foot, bend baby's foot as if you're trying to touch her toes to her shin. Once you do that, then you go ahead and straighten the knee slowly while you have that toe up towards baby's shin, and you will feel a stretch. You might notice your baby begin to resist because it will be a little bit uncomfortable for baby stretching baby's heel cords. And so what you can do at that point is just bend baby's knee slightly. Another way that I like to show parents to stretch their baby's heel cords is with a seated leg stretch. For instance, if you're stretching baby's right heel cords, I would put baby to sit on my right leg, take my right index finger and put it behind baby's right knee. Bend baby's right knee so that this part of baby's leg, the lower leg, is soft and loose and just kind of hanging there. You'll notice you can move it back and forth quite easily. Then take your left hand, hold baby's foot, and bring the toes up as if you're trying to bring the toes up to touch the toes to baby's shin. Once you touch the toes to baby's shin or bring them as close as you can with that ankle joint moving, then you are going to slowly straighten the knees while keeping the toes up as if you're trying to get the toes to touch baby's shin. And you will notice your baby start to resist. Baby might start to fuss. I like this position because in this position, baby is right here. You can hug baby. You can give baby a kiss. You can rock baby side to side. You can start singing to baby as you continue to do the stretch, and try to stretch for about 30 to 60 seconds before letting baby go. If baby is giving you a hard time with stretching one leg, you don't have to quit the activity altogether. You can just switch to the other side and go ahead and stretch baby's left heel cords. Again, you're positioning baby. If you're stretching baby's left heel cords, you put baby to sit on your left leg. Use your left index finger or your pointer finger, as some people like to call it. Put it behind baby's knee. This will cue baby to relax this part of her leg, the lower leg. And you can then take your right hand, hold that left ankle. I like to put my thumb in the crease of baby's foot right above baby's instep here, and take my index finger and my middle finger and put it underneath baby's foot and be able to bring baby's foot up towards, bring the toes up as if you're bringing the toes up to touch baby's shin, and then slowly straighten the knee while keeping the toes upwards. Now, this activity will stretch your baby's heel cords. You want to do this stretch several times throughout the day. I normally recommend to parents to do it whenever you're doing a diaper change or a pamper change. That way you bake it into a part of your daily routine with your little one, and you can start doing that on a daily basis so that baby's heel cords become more stretched and more relaxed over time, and baby can actually put that foot down, put both of those feet down, and have the heels make contact with the ground. If you have any further questions for me, drop a comment down below this live and I will answer your questions. I can make a live video just for your little one, giving you some more targeted directions based on the concerns that you have regarding your little one. I also created a free PDF that you can, I'm going to put the link in the description below. It covers all the milestones from 0 to 12 months. You can click on the link, download it to your computer, print it out, slap it on your refrigerator, and have it there as a resource so that you have something that you can look at every time you walk by and keep track of where your baby should be month to month and know when to reach out for some assistance. All right. If you're also interested in another video about heel cords or toe walking, I'm going to leave a link to that down below, and I will see you in that video. All right. I will talk to you soon. Take care.